Hello everyone and welcome to our weather updates on the 3rd of December 2023. So now that the cold spell is coming to an end on Wednesday, we're back to focusing on the longer range. So starting off with something a bit different today, we're looking at the central England temperature. And obviously Ireland and the UK are different. However, we are close enough to experience same pretty much the same weather. Well, anyway, same would you get there with the same masses, and so this is the Central England temperature anomaly. So basically, it takes somewhere in Central England, and they have an anomaly for temperature for each month of the year. And for example, January this year came out on average day and night at 5.2 degrees throughout the month. That was the average temperature in Central England, and that was 1.4 degrees above average. I think that's the 69 to 90 average. February 6.5 was the temperature for the month on average, day and night, and that was 2.7 degrees above average. So we can say that the average normally, I think, is 3.7 or actually no, 3.8 degrees. Yes, 3.8 degrees is the average CET for February, and we were 2.7 degrees above that. March 7 degrees, about 1.4 degrees above average. So you see what I mean here. But look at December. -1 degree is the average temperature so far for the first 2 days of the month for England. And the anomaly is 5.5 degrees below average. Absolutely shocking. Obviously, it's only, taste of thirds. This is going to rise a lot into the week as we see westerlies break through. But normally, with my experience of the CET, you normally see a positive 5.5 anomaly at this point in the month. We saw that in September, October, November, and a few months back here, I think. We saw that. And this is the first time I've ever seen an anomaly so low for the first 2 days of a month. It's ridiculous. As I said, normally we see this as a positive 5.5 or even more than that before. So, exceptional. What we're seeing here, very cold opening 2 days of the month so far. It will rise from tomorrow onwards as we will see less cold air coming in at first, and then from Wednesday we will see a big push of westerly winds and southerly winds, and that will really make this rockets. But for now, extremely cold than average 30 days of December. Hugely negative anomaly, so rare nowadays. Anyway, now we're looking at the satellite imagery from wind.com, and we can see that this area of low pressure is to the south right now. This is feeding in these cold northeasterly winds for the time being. This low is moving in this way, so it'll move to over the UK. So in the south of the UK, it's getting milder for now. But in the north, anywhere from Bristol to London northwards, and that includes Ireland as well, is staying cold for now. The radar showing like this. So you can see the rain is moving from the UK up towards Ireland as well, just into counties. Waterford, Wexford for now. It's raining right now for me. And it's only wintry in parts of Sheffield, this sort of area, also in North Wales, but for Ireland is cold rain. I think there was some wintriness, some freezing rain, ice pellets, wintry mix in parts of the Midlands last night. So do let me know if you got something last night. Here's the UKV high-res chart for 25 days. Again, there's rain coming through, turning wintry in northern England and North Wales. Tonight, that rain continues in the UK, just brushing the southeast coast, as we know. I think it's a bit further northwards than it's showing. if we compare this to the radar, yeah, it is further north than it's showing. So I think more of the southeast tonight is definitely going to be wet. Through tomorrow, the rain pours away to the east, and we see a cold and dry day again with a lot of sunshine, especially away from the east coast. Into Tuesday, we see some shower rain on the east coast, possibly going wintry in Wicklow for a time, over high ground. Tuesday, we see showers down the east coast. Otherwise, it's dry and fine, crisp. Wednesday, frosty as well. But towards the end of the day, we see some high clouds coming in from southwest. This is heralding the change to westerlies through Wednesday. You can see this happening now. Wednesday morning, band of rain comes in from southwest. Heavy rain at that. Also, lasts all day. Heavy and persistent. It turns wintry to snow over Scotland and northern England, especially over higher grounds. Dumping there before turning to rain. Thursday sees an area of rain coming through as well. We may see a deep low coming through on Thursday evening. That is actually a new thing. We'll put the wind gust graphics on for this one. If this becomes more prominent in the model runs, we'll be doing a few videos just for this storm potential. So coming through here, we see strong winds coming up from the south here. Not overly strong on this run, but this morning's run shows like gusts up to 80 miles per hour in the south. Here is, actually I will show you the temperatures. Temperature forecast from UKV, because it's now cold. I didn't do it in the autumn because it was just very, very standardly mild, nothing much going on. But now it's actually frosty. We're seeing big swings, so I'll show you the temperatures as well. So today was a cold day in many areas, ranging about 1 to 5 degrees, chilly, and also quite foggy in places as well, especially in the Midlands. Tonight we'll see a frost forming in the Midlands, west and north, under clear skies, getting down to about -1 or -2 degrees. In the south and east, though, it will be milder with clouds, rain, and winds. Tomorrow morning, the cold air will actually come southwards for a time before dying out as the sun rises. Cold tomorrow, as we know, about 3 or 4 degrees in many areas. Cold, crisp, and bright. Into tomorrow night, frost forms again, especially in the west. Where it's calmer and clearer, we'll see temperatures again below freezing quite widely. In the east, a bit cloudier and breezier, and also more showers there, and that will keep temperatures milder. So I think that if you're in the east, your frost for this cold spell might be over for now, actually. But in the west, a very cold start for Tuesday. Actually, by even towards 9 a.m, 10 a.m, that temperature is dropping still. Going towards Tuesday afternoon, a bit less cold, maybe. No, I don't think so. Still about 3 or 4 degrees. Then it goes cold for a time on Tuesday evening, especially in the Midlands, east and north, below freezing for a time. But by 3 a.m. Wednesday, virtually all areas are above freezing, and by 6 a.m, we're about 4 to 8 degrees, mildest in Munster. And this mild air moves northwards, so by Wednesday at 3 p.m, the south is getting towards double digits, while further north, you're between 4 in Ulster and 9 in Leinster and Connacht. And by Thursday morning, we're widely around 7 to 11 degrees, north to south. Thursday is quite mild, widely above 10 degrees, except over Ulster. And then mild into Friday as well. Temperatures towards 10 degrees, about 9 degrees for many. So milder, definitely, a lot milder past Wednesday. Here is the NAO observed and GFS forecasted. So this is the North Atlantic Oscillation. This measures pressure between Iceland and the Azores. If it's positive, you've got low over Iceland, high over the Azores, classic westerly winds. Vice versa, high over Iceland and Greenland, low over the Azores. and Iberia, easterly winds, cold, snowy. Okay, so we're currently in a very strongly negative phase of the NAO, very strongly negative at that. It's rising a steep cliff towards neutral, and it's staying around neutral with the average line. The ensembles are scattering, so a lot of uncertainty there. But I'd say more westerly, definitely likely here. The scatter, though, it does show that the cold might come back if blocking forms again. That is something that some models are showing. The blocking coming back towards the weekend, beyond that, and that doesn't need watching. You can see blocking is still there towards Greenland right now. So GFS 12 is like this. This low is to our south tomorrow and Tuesday, bringing in these cold easterly or northerly winds. Beyond that, we see a brief dry slot on Tuesday. Before Wednesday, see the westerlies come through. Stormy weather possible on Thursday. On Friday and the weekend, we see the westerlies come back. More low pressure wind and rain, therefore. Westerlies stay. Brief ridging to our south, trying to come in, but doesn't really work. Still westerly. Transient cold snap by the 19th of December, but that's very transient. High is really toppling, big westerly around it. Upper temperatures are cold. Here is the ECMWF 12Z forecast. Let's get rid of this. There we go. So ECM 12Z. Low to the south, clearing away through tomorrow and Tuesday. Staying cold till Wednesday. Brief ridge on Tuesday. Then we go very wet and windy on Wednesday to Thursday. There's that possible storm. It's dying out by the time it gets to us on Friday, actually. Notice heights rising towards Iceland and Greenland. Weak, but it's there. We temporarily get an easterly wind. Upper temperatures do feed some chilly air in from the east temporarily before it's swept away by these lows to the west. Then we're often running into westerly winds beyond that. And by day 10, that is the 30th of December, we see the southerly winds. But heights rising to the east as well. Upper temperatures from that are warm. Here is the UK Met Run, 12Z. So, starting off tomorrow, that low to the south, moving eastwards into Germany, into France, Germany, and the Low Countries into Tuesday. We stay cold for a while before we see this deep low. Look at this deep washing machine. Like, what? 1, 2, 3 lows circulating around here. Lovely. That will definitely ruin any block. So yeah, here they come, swelling in. There's that possible storm on Thursday, Friday. This low clears away. Brief cooler snap around the 9th of December, but that's nothing really. And we come to this deep storm on the 10th of December. Here is the GEM 12Z run. This hover. Now the GEM is quite interesting actually, and it has been quite consistent with its interesting ways. So starting off today and tomorrow, that low is clearing away. We stay cold for a time before we know what happens. This big area of low pressure comes in from the west, bringing in its rain winds. That storm possibly there on Thursday and Friday. Deep storm there. Then, okay, so heights rushing towards Greenland and Iceland. The lows stall to our west and just die out. And in the end, we go colder. Upper temperatures with this go cold if we look at the upper temperatures. Yeah, so they go colder for a time as well. Right, I have to race through this now. Icon. God, I've got 30 seconds left. Icon. So starting off today with rain and winds, and tomorrow as well. Staying cold to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, before these new lows come in from southwest into Friday. Heights rushing towards Iceland as well, but that's not enough to stop this low coming in for the weekends. Right. Bye guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.